What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Liverpool West Ham post-match analysis and reaction video. And Darwin Nunez has scored an absolutely fantastic header into the top corner, and that won Liverpool the game. But the man of the match was Alisson. And let me know guys, are you worried about Trent Alexander-Arnold's defending in the second half? And where do you think Liverpool will finish at the end of the season? Do you still think that Liverpool are able to win the title? Leave your comments down below, and of course leave a like on this video if you are happy that Liverpool kept back-to-back clean sheets and we won back-to-back games in the Premier League for the first time this season. Feels incredible, and Liverpool played pretty much the perfect game for the first 40 minutes. We dominated West Ham, we had so many chances. Darwin Nunez scored a brilliant header, he heads it down onto the ground and then the ball loops up into the top corner after Konstantinos Tsimikas' wonderful cross-field assist, wonderful cross, absolutely brilliant. And Darwin Nunez then could have had a hat-trick because he had a shot with his weaker left foot from 25 yards, which if it goes either side of Fabianski it goes in, but it's going under the bar, but Fabianski tips it over and then he scores that brilliant header. But then Darwin Nunez hits the post with an absolute rocket of a shot. That Darwin Nunez today reminded me of Luis Suarez. It was absolutely everywhere and he took so many shots. And also the rebound from Darwin Nunez after the brilliant effort which cannoned off the post. The rebound, he scuffs his shot wide, but he had so many chances, so many opportunities. He hit the target 3 or 4 times and he had 7 shots in total. And Liverpool, I think, should have been 2-0 up. But then Joe Gomez makes a pretty dumb mistake, but that all came because Konstantinos Tsimikas pushed up. So Virgil van Dijk had to come over to that side. So Joe Gomez has to come over closer, and I think it was Jared Bowen who chests it down and then Joe Gomez bundles him to the ground. It was a soft penalty, but I think the VAR got it right. Sadly, it was a penalty. But then Alisson with a superhuman save. Jared Bowen's penalty was actually pretty good, if not great. It was in the corner, it was hit hard, and yet Alisson tips it around the post. What a world-class save. And by the way, Alisson made another world-class save at the end of the game, and maybe even 1 or 2 more. He was honestly one of Liverpool's best players. Darwin Nunez also deserves a shout. If it wasn't for Alisson's heroics, Darwin Nunez could have been the man of the match. If he scores 2 goals and Liverpool win the game 2-0 or 2-1, and Darwin Nunez would have been the man of the match. And Jurgen Klopp said that Darwin Nunez is an exceptional talent. We are really excited about him. He has time to develop and he is still a young player. So let's give him time, and also let's be patient with Darwin Nunez. And also Tsimikas said, the assist is great for me, but I'm very happy for Darwin. I wanted him to score tonight and I'm very, very happy for him because he worked so hard. I'm also happy with the assist because I train a lot on crosses. You know what, Tsimikas, it shows because your crosses are brilliant. It was like Andy Robertson back to his best almost. And by the way, he came on in the second half and he was pretty decent. I thought Curtis Jones, when he came on, was also pretty decent. And some people are slating Jurgen Klopp for his substitutions, but you have to understand, we are playing every 3 days a game and we have so many injuries. Jurgen Klopp can't risk Liverpool getting more injuries. And when Thiago and Darwin Nunez came off in the 56th minute, Liverpool lost control of the midfield and we also lost that brilliant threat in behind. Darwin Nunez made so many great runs, so many brilliant runs in behind the defense. I just absolutely love him already. Henderson slipped in one instance and he blazed it over the bar. And after Darwin Nunez came off and Thiago came off, Liverpool lost control of the midfield. West Ham started growing in the game. And actually, West Ham probably deserved to score in the second half. Liverpool should have been 2-0 up at halftime or maybe 2-1 with a penalty. But West Ham, especially in the last 15 minutes, they threatened. And I'm a little bit worried about Trent's defending. He was better than before, this season, but he's still not a great defender, let me say it like this, because there were some balls coming from the other side of the pitch, and Trent sometimes just loses the flight of the ball, or he loses concentration, or he thinks the goalkeeper will get it, or somebody else get it, and he leaves the ball sometimes to the attacker, and that's inexcusable. And also, when he was beaten one-on-one, I think by Benrahma, I was really worried, and Benrahma goes into the box, he squares it to Thomas Souček, and it looks like it will be an open goal, tap-in for Thomas Souček in like the 87th minute, but James Milner, who came on as a substitute, and by the way, James Milner was brilliant against Man City, and he was brilliant again today. It looks like his early season bad form is behind him, because James Milner is back to his absolute best. He blocked Thomas Souček's shot. It was an absolute heroic block, and I think then Alisson also saved it with his leg. So it was a huge contribution. That James Milner block was worth as much as a winning goal in the 90th minute. It was an absolutely brilliant piece of defending, but Liverpool, I think, need to work out what went wrong in the second half. Fabinho, I felt, maybe had heavy legs. That's why probably he started on the bench, because he got exhausted against Man City. And Fabinho doesn't look like he's in his best form. He gave the ball away sometimes a little bit too cheaply. It looked like Fabinho didn't have the composure, or maybe he didn't have the stamina or the fresh mind to play the correct pass, because he came on and sometimes he made rash decisions, sometimes he lobbed the ball forward to Harvey Elliott, who is like the smallest Liverpool player on the pitch. I thought Fabio Carvalho was also pretty decent. He had some really good touches, really good runs, and really good passing in the first half. But of course, he's still a young player. Harvey Elliott, I felt, was pretty solid, a pretty good player. He worked really, really hard, and also he made some really good runs and had some good shots. Also, Henderson showed that when the opposition is not pressing him, then he's great on the ball, and he was pretty brilliant today, distributing the ball, making great runs. But when he's playing against a team who is high pressing Jordan Henderson, like Man City does, like Brighton does, like other teams, then he really struggles. Arsenal high pressed Henderson time and time again, and he had a shocking game against Arsenal. So I think Jurgen Klopp should be very careful when to pick Henderson and not to pick him against teams who high press Liverpool midfielders, because he's not a press resistant player. But today I felt he had a pretty decent performance. Also, Salah was unlucky not to score. He had some really good runs in the first half, and until Darwin Nunez went off, Salah was very, very wide again, and he was pretty isolated from a lot of Liverpool attacks. But when Darwin Nunez went off and Firmino played with Salah basically in the middle, then Salah was a lot more threatening. And this is the big conundrum for Liverpool. They need to work out how to use Darwin Nunez while also not putting Salah too far wide. You need to get the best out of Darwin Nunez and Mo Salah, because I think those are Liverpool's two most potent attackers. Of course, Bobby Firmino is our top scorer in the Premier League with 6 goals, but we needed to figure out a way to use both of these players. And I really like this 4-4-2 formation that Liverpool are deploying. I think it's pretty decent. So yeah, let me know, what did you think of the game? What did you think of the Liverpool performance? Is it a lucky win? I think in the second half Liverpool rode their luck a little bit, but I think we created enough chances to deserve to win this game. That's my opinion. Let me know what is yours in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.